Welcome, everybody, to KECC Springfield, the Vibe, Evangel's premier student-led radio station. I'm your host, Dick McKinley, for a round of applause with Dick McKinley. So we're going to have some good guests here on the next couple hours and just good conversation and good music. But first, before we get into that, let's look at the news. President Trump is threatening to cause widespread destruction of Iran's energy structures if Iran does not soon agree to a ceasefire. This comes as Iran has attacked key locations of its enemies, causing the U.S. and Iran to retaliate with a new wave of strikes against them. Trump says that great progress is being made with diplomacy between the two parties, but Iran leaders say that the two country leaders have not met in person and that the U.S. demands have been excessive and unrealistic. As for now, war continues to rage on as Trump is sending thousands of more U.S. troops to the area. And Russian state news says a tanker carrying nearly 730,000 barrels of oil from Russia arrived in Cuba on Monday, even though the U.S. has a supposed blockade on the country. A spokesperson for Russian President Vladimir Putin said U.S. officials knew about the shipment. President Donald Trump confirmed Sunday a tanker was heading towards Cuba. He said, quote, "If a country wants to send some oil into Cuba right now, I have no problem." He cited the humanitarian crisis happening there as the reason why. That crisis began after Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was arrested in January, and Venezuela stopped supplying Cuba with oil. It's not clear if Trump is completely ending that blockade or if he only plans to allow in small amounts of oil. Looking at the weather right now, it is 81 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 63. And tomorrow's going to keep with the higher temperatures with a high of 83 and a low of 61. However, it's supposed to start showering tomorrow night, 50% chance, and that's supposed to continue into Wednesday with a 70% chance of showers all day, but still a high of 81. So it'll be a rainy day, but it won't be a cold and dreary rainy day. It'll be kind of a warmer rain. So yeah, we got a little bit of rain in the forecasted week for Thursday as well, and maybe even Friday. So get that raincoat out because it is going to be helpful in this upcoming week. Now, welcome back to Round of Applause. Had a special episode last week with my dad being there, but now we got we still got some great guests coming on. It does not stop. And so first, let's just say welcome to Obed Cordero. Thank you so much for being on the show, Obed.
Thank you, Nick, for having me on the show, and that was actually pretty good Hispanic pronunciation of my last name,
thanks.
So I really appreciate that.
I got there and I was announcing you, and I was like, I don't know how to properly pronounce his name. It's like, so I'm going to take a shot and see if it's right. But so I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, of course. You always do a good job, no matter what you do. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I thank you, Obed.
Yes.
So if you just want to talk a little bit about what you're studying here at Evangel University, and what made you come to. Let's start off with that. What made you? No, let's start with what are you studying and what made you want to study it?
So I'm currently studying film and media here at Evangel, and the reason I want to study media and film, like my current major, is because I felt the Lord calling me like in the media field to do work here, either be part of like a media team or do something in the news or be involved somewhere in media, because it's such an important factor when it comes to like spreading the gospel. And I felt the Lord calling me within this field to be able to complete God's calling in my life.
Very cool. Now, you've spent about a year almost now here at Evangel. It's an academic year at least. But you did not start here at Evangel. You started in Texas. So talk a little bit about the school you came from.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. So if we start from the very, very bare bones beginning, when I graduated high school, I went for a semester or two at my local community college, at Lone Star Community College, and I was originally studying engineering.
And where were you at?
In Houston, Texas.
Very cool.
Yes, and I was studying an engineering for mechanical engineering degree. I didn't feel that my heart was in it. I was doing like the courses, the classes for it, but I didn't feel that my heart was fully in it. And I was praying to the Lord, and I was like, Lord, what do you want me to do? And this is where the Lord showed me. Like, he basically guided me to Nelson University, formerly called SAGU.
Yeah.
At least it was called SAGU when I first started there back in fall of 23. It was the last year it was called SAGU, and then in 24 school year, they switched it to Nelson. And the Lord led me to Nelson, in Waxahachie, Texas. That's about 3.5 hours north, close to the DFW area.
Gotcha.
Around there. The Lord led me to Nelson, and I did my first 2 years there of digital media arts, which is the film and media equivalent here at Evangel. And then the Lord led me here to Evangel because my time at Nelson was pretty much, I felt that my time was there, it was up, and that I needed to go somewhere else, not just for like the change of scenery, but also the Lord leading me over here to like Missouri. And he opened doors. It's the most amazing thing. So my original plan was that I was going to take a gap semester.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to take a gap semester. So if that would have gone through, this would have been my first semester here at Evangel.
Gotcha.
But I was going to take a gap semester, and then I was going to save up some money and then go back to Nelson in the spring, this current semester.
Gotcha.
But I felt the Lord pulling me here to Evangel. That wasn't the plan that God wanted me to go through and to go with. So then during the summer, this was like super last minute. It was like around June or July. I went ahead, I filled out like the application, did the whole process for admission here at Evangel. And hey, Isaiah, how are you? Hey, you want to come in here?
Yeah, they'll come in a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so I filled out the whole application process. I did everything that was required from me, housing and everything. Like it was like super like last minute, and it was definitely like the Lord's hand was like in the middle of everything, because like within, I think we were maybe like 2 weeks or so from like the semester starting, and my schedule and everything like for that semester was already set up, and all the classes that I was going to take and everything was pretty much finalized for it to be like such a short notice, like just change. So I started here last semester. That's where I met you. We worked in the film workshop, where we did the Dying to Live movie, which, by the way, people, it's on YouTube. So you should go watch the hard work that we did.
Free on YouTube or on euvalormedia.com. That's another place to check it out.
And it was directed by the one, the only, most interesting man in the world, Nicholas McKinley.
I'm just a guy. But
essentially, I started last semester. That's where I met you. I did my courses, and then we are currently at this semester, so I'm completing my first academic year, and I still have 1 year left. I will be graduating in the spring of 27. And I've enjoyed my time here at Evangel. So that's kind of where things are at right now.
That's how we got here. All right, we'll be back here on the program with Obed. We're going to have a quick public service announcement, and then we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
please be done.
Over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Round of Applause with Nick McKinley. Here we are with Obed. Before we go, I want to give a quick shout out. If he is listening, Don Gatewood has listened last week on the program and enjoyed it, and so I think he's wanting to stick around and stick through the rest of these 3 episodes until the ending ceremony of a Round of Applause with Nick McKinley. That will fall on April 12th, 13th. I think that's the day, April 13th. So we just got a few weeks left, but they're going to be good, so you don't want to go anywhere. But yeah, thank you. Round of applause for Don Gatewood, a guy from a home church listening in. And round of applause to all the people listening. We appreciate every single one of you. It's an honor to be able to do this, an honor to be able to talk in front of you. But here we are with Obed. So you're here, you're at Evangel, but you came from the great state of Texas.
Yes.
Nobody messes with Texas. It's quite a big personality, one of the most just states that stick out the most when you think of America.
Yeah.
So
they say, yeah.
what is some of the differences between living in Texas and then living in Missouri that you've found?
Well, to begin with, the weather is definitely completely different.
Yeah.
In Texas, most of our weather sits around depending on the year and the season, most of our weather sits around in like the 80s, 90s, so our summers are really hot.
Yeah.
And depending on the region of Texas you're at, it could be a lot cooler, it could be a lot hotter. Usually the more north you go, it's a lot hotter. So Houston is still relatively pretty hot. Like around the time May comes, it's around already like mid 80s, 90s. So it's pretty hot. We don't get snow, so that was a nice change. That was a nice change to see. The storm that we had, I think, like 2 months ago.
Yeah, you got plenty of snow.
Oh yeah, 100%. When I saw that, I was like, yes, this is amazing. I did like a man angel, like on the ground, and after like a few days, I was like, okay, God, can like we increase like the intensity of the sun because I kind of need to move my car here. There's like a lot of like ice going on here, but we don't get snow. As far as like lifestyle is concerned, just living in Houston is definitely a more fast-paced kind of city. Yeah, everyone's like kind of like go go go, like we got to get things done. You get cut off in traffic a lot, so there's a lot of colorful drivers. Definitely in Houston, and they say that about Dallas too, which I've experienced that where I'm driving here to Evangel, I get cut off all the time, and I was like, all right, great, I got cut off again.
Yeah.
Definitely there's nice people out there, but I feel that the people here in the Midwest are definitely a lot friendlier. They definitely do say hello a little more. They do like wave at you, like if you wave at them. But it's apart from that, also the food is a little different. The food in Texas, the food is seasoned a little bit more, depending like if you go to like a steakhouse or if you go or even if like you go to like fast food, they season their food like slightly different. And that was definitely a surprise to me that the food is still good here. Yeah. It's just the seasoning is different, or the way they cook it is different. And I thought that was pretty interesting too. Apart from that...
Yeah. Do you do much of like... Because I know that Houston is kind of the home for like space travel and engineering in the nation. I think a little bit. I think Central Florida and like near Orlando was also
right.
But do you ever like what is that like to be in the astro the space capital of the country? Like what is that kind of like? Do you get to do any of the cool things or?
Well, I think it's great. I haven't experienced too much of that aspect of Houston.
Right. You haven't traveled space much.
No, I haven't. I think no, I haven't.
Yeah. If somebody offered you to take like one of those, how they're offering celebrities like quick flights in space, would you do it?
I probably would for the experience. I mean, I recently had my first airplane ride, this most recent trip to LA.
Oh,
which I thought was really nice because that was the first time I ever went on a plane. And Dr. Stanek was like, you're not going to be crying, right? Or screaming or yelling. I was like, no, it'll be fine. I'll probably just be asleep like the whole time. But anyways, back to your question. Yes, if I was offered like a quick, like, hey, you want to take like a quick trip to the moon and then back or something, I'd be like, cool. And then I'll be like, can I bring somebody with me? They're like, yeah, I'd probably bring you with me. And then we can both go on there, and then we can do your radio show from space.
That'd be crazy.
Emanating, round of applause with the most interesting man in the world, Nicholas McKinley, emanating from space.
Yeah, I couldn't get a lot of guests if I was in space. It's unlimited.
Cool,
yeah, it would be cool. It would be cool. All right, we'll be right back here with Obed. We got some great conversation. Probably we'll dive a little bit into your Los Angeles trip because that's pretty exciting. But first, we look at the weather. Right now, it is 81 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 63. Tomorrow is also supposed to be a high of 83. But it's supposed to get a little rainy in the evening with a 50% chance of showers. That continues into Wednesday with a 70% chance of showers, but it is going to be a high of 81. So it won't be cold and miserable, but it will be rainy. So get your raincoats out because it looks like it's the precipitation is going to stick for the rest of the week. So we're going to listen to a song called A Place Called Earth by John Foreman and featuring Lauren Daigle. So don't go anywhere. We got some great conversation left ahead of us. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Round of Applause with Nick McKinley. We're here with Obed, talking a little bit about where he's been, being from the Houston area and now located in Springfield for his college academic studies. But this last February, you globetrotted some more. You took a trip to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles,
So
yes.
we talked a little bit about the plane ride, but what was your thoughts kind of going into it before you ever stepped on the plane? Like, what were you hoping to see or hoping to do? What were your thoughts?
So, since this was like my first like airfare trip, like across the country, we can say. To be honest, I was kind of wondering. I was like, well, everyone is talking about like, oh, plane rides, they can be like a little scary for like first time riders. I knew going into it, I don't think I would be dealing like with that fear.
Yeah.
However, I was aware that like, hey, there could be like a little bit of turbulence, but like nothing crazy, which we did experience that. I think when we were we took a connecting flight from Springfield to Texas.
Yeah,
and then
Dallas.
from Dallas. So then from the trip from Dallas to Burbank, about halfway there was a bit of a turbulence and like the plane was shaking like a little bit, but apart from that it was pretty cool. The seats were a little tight.
Yeah.
So like the passengers, we all had to be a little sardined.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
It was pretty close. And apart from that, I mean, the plane ride itself was really good. So I had so much fun there. I think the next biggest thing I was thinking about is about baggage claim. Because I know in layovers, people have reported saying, hey, there's a possibility your bag can get lost, even though it's probably not that high of a percentage.
Yeah.
But it was my first time traveling like through an airport, and I was like, oh, I want to get my stuff,
Yeah.
'Cause I had like everything in there, and if it got lost, I would have been like, no.
Yeah.
But apart from those small things, the plane ride was perfectly fine. And then once we landed in Burbank, we got a rental car.
Yeah.
And we named the rental car LaQuisha because apparently that's what everyone wanted to name it. And I was like, you know what? I second that. We'll name it LaQuisha. It was a Toyota Grand Highlander.
Okay.
So it was one of like the bigger vehicles.
Yeah,
and
that's helpful.
They named it LaQuisha. And then we got in and out that day, and then we went to the Grove, which was nearby the hotel where we were staying at.
And that's like an outdoor shopping mall. So like people who live in the area, it's like the Branson Landing, but bougie and beautiful.
And expensive.
And expensive. Also true.
Yeah.
But,
and we were just going to the different stores that were around there.
Yeah.
There was a nice pair of AJ1 Jordans that I saw, but they were a little bit out of my price range.
Yeah.
Dr. Stanek saw some shoes he was interested in, but they were also a little bit out of his price range too.
Yeah.
But apart from, we went to the Grove, we saw Titus Smith. So Titus, if you're listening, shout out to you and your wife.
Yes, Titus Smith, been a dedicated film major it'll be coming on 4 academic years, studying at the LA Film Center, which we'll probably get into later. But yeah, love Titus Smith. Love him.
I mean, he's one of the best guys out there.
Yeah.
So, and we saw Titus, and we hung out for a bit. And then we also, that night, we went to go see a movie. We saw, I think, the Nirvana, the movie, the band, the show.
Yes, and you have, tell us a little bit about this movie, because you were bragging about it yesterday while we were filming. So tell us a little bit about, just quickly, what the premise is and why it's so entertaining.
Okay, so the movie has to do with 2 friends that are trying to make it big. They live in Canada, and they're trying to make it big, and they're trying to play at a local club called the Rivoli. Mm-hmm. And they keep trying to get a gig there, but they can never seem to land one. So then the movie starts in 2008, they make posters to promote their band. They're like, if we set up these posters, we're gonna like get a gig at the Rivoli and we're gonna be famous, this and that. And they think of another crazy plan where they want to jump off the CN Tower, which is their Ontario's equivalent of the Space Needle that you find in Washington State. And they're up there, they're doing the tour. One of them pulls out like some cutters and they cut off like the harness cable and they had parachutes, and they look at each other and his friend is like, what should we do now? Well, we jump. He throws him off and his friend's like, oh, he starts screaming, and then his friend jumps after him and they manage to open their parachutes, but as they want to land in the stadium, the roof is closing because it's an automated roof, and they literally land on the roof.
Dang.
And then they aren't able to get like their promotion across. Anyways, so fast forward a little bit in the movie. One of the main characters, I'm sorry, I forget their names, I don't remember, but one of the main characters, he then says, you know what, I'm going to go do my own thing. He takes the RV, he's driving the RV, and he's going to go play like at a gig or something like that he managed to get in Ottawa, and his other friend is sleeping in the back, and he's asking him, what are you doing? And then they start like arguing and stuff like that, and then apparently it has tropes to Back to the Future where they made like a whole like flux capacitor, and it was like this drink that they had that they spilled on it that caused like this whole time shift that they shifted back to 2008.
That's crazy.
And they're like, we have to stay away from looking at ourselves from the past because we could ruin our future, this and that.
Wow, interesting.
And basically the premise of the movie is just trying to get back to their time and then still trying to be able to like play at the Rivoli. So it was definitely like one of those funny like parody kind of mockumentary movies.
That's so cool. That's so cool. All right, we'll be right back with Obed. We're going to listen to a quick public service announcement, so don't go anywhere. I think we're good to go. I think the PSA is over. Anyways, so back here on the show with Obed talking about his Los Angeles trip. Big Kid goes to Los Angeles. Let's talk a little bit about the studio tours, because I feel like that's one of the most unique things, because you're going to actual like movie studios where they're producing things and they have sound stages and they have, you know, old set backlots and stuff. Right. Talk a little bit about what that's like and what your impression was of that.
Oh, definitely. So during our time in LA, we went to the Warner Brothers lot, and we got the classic tour, which our guide took us all over the entire lot. They took us to the their sets, like their outside sets, like where they have like they're trying to mimic that it's like a city. They had like a town hall and everything on the inside, and it was like the coolest thing because she was explaining to us that the set dressers are the main people who dress up these sets and make them look so real so they can come to life, and that would be able to give like the illusion of the movie or the show that's being produced. And we went inside to a few of these buildings, and they're completely empty and like hollow on the inside.
They're just facades,
They're just complete like facades. We also went inside to some of like the big sound stages. And surprisingly, a lot of the sound stages aren't actively being used, at least in the Warner Brothers lot, and all of them are also just empty, barren on the inside. And there is one, however, I think it was number 25, one of the ones towards the back. That one was filming George and Mandy's first marriage.
I forgot about this. You should,
And that was the first time that we were at that I've ever been to a live like anything.
Because
like,
that's a sitcom. On CBS, and you can the cool things about sitcoms that are filmed in front of live audiences, you can be part of that audience, so you can get tickets and stuff. So.
Exactly. It's through One Iota. I think that's how the tickets are acquired. In case anybody is interested. And we went to the George and Mandy's first marriage. What's interesting is, though, everyone who shows up for the show has to show up about 2 hours prior to the actual filming. Everyone is rounded up. We're all going single file down the lot. our phones are confiscated to avoid any spoiler of what's going on. And they sit us all down. We're all sitting like in the audience area. We're all sitting like in like risers that have with chairs, and it's so interesting because when you're looking at the set, it's like literally like how the set that we have here in the background in the garage.
Yeah.
But it's like multiple, like 5 or 6 different like sets. And depending on like what scene they're going to play, they switch the light on for one, they shut the light off for the other one. And they have like a big camera crew of like 3 or 4 different like huge cameras.
Yeah.
And they got like 2 boom operators which are functioning up top. And they're getting like the actors, like they're like the lines and like the live filming of it. It just feels like so surreal.
Yeah.
This was like the first time I had been on there. And we also got to experience some, I guess, a live kind of magic show. They had like a host was with us, an older gentleman. He was playing like a few like card tricks, was kind of like just trying to get like a better like crowd engagement. And it was just the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like the coolest experience ever being a live sitcom. The next thing, we also went to a Jimmy Kimmel taping.
Yeah.
Which was very, it was very interesting. It was very micromanaged.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, how much they micromanaged like the audience's reaction. So we arrived there, similar deal. Have to arrive there like 2 hours prior. We all get taken inside the studio. They sit us down. And if you look up where the studio lights are, there's a sign that says stop clapping or applause.
Yeah.
There is a producer at the bottom at a control booth that pushes the button depending on the reaction that they want the audience to have. And whenever like the guest comes out, everyone like jumps up and like they're clapping.
Yeah.
And the producer at the bottom is like signaling us like, you gotta get up, you gotta like clap and everything. And it was just an interesting experience.
Yeah.
Just being at like those live tapings, it definitely gives you a different point of view on how these shows are filmed and like the time and effort that takes to be able to produce media.
Yeah, no, it is super cool. We are continuing to talk here with Obed, but before we go any further, let's check out the news of the day.
Music variety, KECC Radio.
If that jingle got cut off for you, you are listening to KECC The Vibe, Evangel's premier student-led radio station. You're listening to A Round of Applause with Nick McKinley. And before we get into talking with Obed even further, let's look at a little bit of the news. The Final Four in the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Tournament has been set. UConn, Michigan, Illinois, and Arizona will battle it out this upcoming weekend to earn the title as the champion men's basketball team. This comes after a series of exciting games last weekend, including UConn upsetting Blue Blood Duke on Sunday in a close 73-72 win. However, other teams like Arizona and Michigan absolutely dominated their opponents. The final championship game will take place on next Monday, in Indianapolis. And also in sports news, the MLB season started last week. This opening weekend featured exciting happenings like the St. Louis Cardinals firing off offensively and the Miami Marlins earning a surprising sweep against the Colorado Rockies. After the weekend, 5 teams came out undefeated, including the Marlins, but also the Dodgers, Yankees, Blue Jays, and Brewers. Players and umpires alike have been dealing with new rules as a part of opening weekend, as the ABS Challenge system has made its regular season debut. The system allows hitters to tap the top of their helmet to indicate that they want to challenge a pitch call that an umpire makes. Through it all, the 30 teams in the MLB are trying to start off strong to make it to the World Series, starting in late October. And someone in Italy stole a truck containing more than 400,000 Kit Kat bars. The thousands of bars, which weighed more than 12 tons, were shaped like F1 cars as part of a special promotion. Nestle, the maker of Kit Kat bars, says the truck left a production site in central Italy and was headed to distribution centers in Europe and eventually Poland. Nestle says that while this was a lot of chocolate taken, the theft will not impact Kit Kat bars' availability in stores. Police are still looking for the truck and the person responsible for the theft. looking at the weather, it is 81 degrees right now with a low of 63. Those high temperatures are going to stick around tomorrow with a high of 83 and a low of 61. But we're also supposed to get some rain with a 50% chance of showers in the afternoon and evening. And that chances for rain is going to continue on throughout the week. Wednesday is supposed to be a high of 70, and even Thursday is supposed to get to a high of 90. But it is still going to stick around with relatively warm weathers with a high of 81 and a high of 76. So, going to be a little bit rainy, but it won't be too cold. Just bring your raincoat. Get ready to protect yourself so you don't get drenched. And yeah, it's going to be a good week. So that's your news. That's your weather. And we are here back again with Obed. We've talked a little bit about how we got here to Evangel, why he's here, and talking a little bit about the LA trip. But I just wanted to ask you, Obed, viewing all this film stuff, this TV work, this media production, what are you hoping to do with what you're studying and what you're doing, and not even necessarily what you're hoping, but what would be your dream job? What would be the thing to be like, if I got to do this, I'd be set for a while? What is the kind of the big, like maybe a big project you'd want to work on or something like that? It's kind of a big question, but
Well, right now, with currently how everything is going in college, I definitely hope to do something within the broadcasting space.
Gotcha.
Like working for for the news.
Yeah.
For KY3, if I'm still here in Springfield.
Right. Or any news station, yeah.
Or any news station over there in Texas, being able to be either a cameraman or being able to help with writing the stories. Because I am also participating in the Lance. I'm one of their writers, or one of the content creators for the Lance. So I am given stories. And the reason I took on that job is to be able to continue improving my writing skills and be able to communicate cohesively a story to the audience. I also want to be able to help with a church media team, be able to help, like, if they need help, like, with their live stream, or they need help with, like, being a camera op, or if they need something, like, with lighting, or just something in general, with the skills that I'm learning here at Evangel, and be able to put those to good use.
Yeah.
That, and in the future, kind of start my own, like, production business, whether it be, like, for, like, filming for weddings, or it could be for doing other, like, editing jobs for clients, or just being able to get my name out there and then showing them that I can produce quality work of any kind that they require.
Very cool. What is so interesting about, like, working for the Lance, which is our student newspaper here on campus? What is it about? You talked about telling a story, but what is it about that specific, method of using the inverted pyramid? What about that do you think you enjoy? What brings you back to it time after time?
I would say just definitely that the way it's structured, that the idea of it just being, like, upside down, where you have to, like, start off with just kind of, like, the details, like the basic bare bone kind of, like, hook details at
and the most
top.
Interesting kind of too.
Exactly. And then you kind of are just funneling, like, your way through as like as the body of the paragraph, as the story continues, and then just being, you can add more spice to it, like the more you talk about. Because these are the same topics, like the stuff you presented at the beginning, those basic details are the same thing that you're presenting, like, within the next, like, few paragraphs that, as the story goes on. But the way that you present it in a more pristine way, make it, like, a lot more interesting, like, for the reader. This would definitely boost, like, your confidence, like, definitely while you're writing the story.
Very cool.
So
yeah. So cool. We'll be right back here on the program with Obed. We're going to listen to a quick public service announcement, and then we're going to listen to the song Old Church Choir by Zach Williams. So you don't want to go anywhere. We still got a lot of great conversation left. So stay tuned.
Lost and Found Grief Center provides grief support services at
Still my joy.
Welcome back to Round of Applause with Nick McKinley. We are here with Obed, had some great conversation, but I wanted to ask you something about one of your interests, because, like you said earlier, we worked on the film together last semester, Dying to Live. and so we were around each other a lot. And I feel like a thing you talk about all the time was cars. I feel like you admire cars when we're, you
Right.
know, going around town or whatever, or asking about other people's cars. So, where do you think your interest in cars and things of that that nature, automobiles, where does that come from?
So that really stems from my own childhood. My dad himself, he's also really like familiar with cars.
Gotcha.
He's done like a lot of like automobile work, like a lot of like, and has had like a lot of hands-on experience. And I think it was like, if I can remember kind of at exact time, it was definitely back when I was in high school, when my interest in cars really like spiked up,
Yeah.
like peaked up a lot more. And I started doing like a lot more research about them, of like, hey, you know, like the different engines, transmissions, make, models, and like what to look out for whenever like you're purchasing like a used like car,
Yeah,
or
that's
if
good.
you're even gonna like buy a new car. So that's kind of where that kind of like stemmed from.
Very cool. So, as a resident car expert here at Round of Applause, what are some of your like favorite like car models or something of that nature?
I would have to say, if I had to say, like, as far as like pickup truck is concerned, I would have to say the 99 to 2021 Toyota Tundra.
Okay.
I would say that is the best pickup truck you're going to be able to find. It is reliable. It is backed up by a 6-speed transmission. The older Tundras had a 4.7 V8, and the newer Tundra started using, I think I want to say it was in 2007 or 8, in one of those years. I have to fact check that again. It started using a 5.7 iForce V8 motor, which was also backed up by an Asus 6-speed, if I'm not mistaken. And up to 21, they did the V8, but then 22 to present, all the Tundras, they still have the same 6-speed transmission, but they're with a twin-turbo V6 motor, which, according to reports, consumer reports, and owners, they've reported that they've had certain problems, like with the turbos, because it is a smaller motor, and you're
Gotcha.
jamming more air in it, which is causing more wear. It's going to make your oil a lot dirtier, and it's going to like cause internal components to break down. I would say, and that's for Toyota.
Yeah.
For a good close second, if you're looking for a good reliable pickup truck at a more affordable price, at a price range of maybe like $5,000 to $10,000, maybe you can get it for less depending on the miles.
Gotcha.
I would have to say a Chevrolet Silverado.
Okay.
The oldest I would go back would be a 98, so that's like the square body,
Yeah.
like Chevys. And the newest I would go, the last time they were still pretty good, I would say would be like around 2006, 2007. So we're looking at like almost like 20-year-old vehicles here.
Yeah.
Those trucks had 3 different engine options. They had a 4.3 V6, 3 engine options. Then they had the 4.8 V8 Vortec, and they had the 5.3 Vortec. The 5.3 is the most common one you're going to find, the most common V8. And those trucks were backed up with a 4L60E transmission. If you got the 2500 version, you had a 6.0 motor with a 4L80, which is a much beefier transmission. As far as pickup trucks, I would say those are my 2 top
Yeah.
that I have.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Very cool. Did you like, since you got an interest in cars, did you ever get an interest in like racing or anything like that, or you just like kind of just love cars for what they are? Is there any?
I mean, I have thought about like going to like the racetrack,
Yeah.
and then just kind of, because I think in Houston, if you go to the Royal Purple racetrack that's out like in Baytown, Texas, they have a drag strip where like anyone who's whatever car they drive, they could just go like on a drag strip and then just
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
yeah, and then just race for like the fun of it. I have thought about that, but as far as like fully going into motorsports, that would require more modifications.
Yeah.
That require a lot more time. to be able to get that fully done. It's not impossible, but currently where I'm currently at, that's not something that I'm kind of like keeping like on the top of my radar. But that is something that I've definitely considered. Definitely. Yeah, you were saying?
Do you ever like follow any motorsports at all, or?
I do. I follow a few channels on YouTube, a few mechanical channels where like they're always like wrenching on cars and working. Vice Grip Garage is one of them that I can think of. Auto Auction Rebuilds is the second one that I can think of. Chris Fix, he does drifting.
Wow.
Yeah, so I follow him. He also does a lot of mechanical videos as well. So there's a few YouTube channels that I keep up with, kind of keeping up like with car knowledge and kind of keeping up with what's going on in the world of motorsports. I also like I've also seen a few of the Grand Prix, especially when they do like the off-road tracks where they have like the Subarus, those are known for having the all-wheel drive system. And those have the off-roading races, and I think those are really cool too.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we are here on the show with Obed. We're going to take a quick look at the weather. Right now it is 81 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 63. Tomorrow's supposed to stay in those warm temperatures with a high of 83 and a low of 61. However, once we get into the afternoon, evening tomorrow night, it's supposed to start getting chances of showers. It's supposed to be a 50% chance tomorrow night, and then on Wednesday it's supposed to be a 70% chance all day. Even in Thursday it's supposed to get a high of 90% chance during the day, but we still got some warmer weathers with 81 as a high on Wednesday and 76 on Thursday. So it's gonna be a little rainy. You'll need your coat out, but it's not gonna be too cold. So at least it may be a rain, but it's not a cold, miserable rain. So pretty nice. We're going to be right back here on the program, get some final thoughts from Obed, but we're going to listen to a little Lauren Daigle music with Luck Up Child, and then a quick public service announcement, and we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere.
Where are you now?
Prediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Welcome back to Round of Applause with Nick McKinley. We are here with Obed, and it is reaching the end of the hour. So we're reaching the end of our time with Obed, but it's been a great conversation. It's been great to have you. Long time coming. You got anything interesting coming up in your life?
At the moment, it's just more of the same old. I'm going to be working on a Foley project with my partner. That'll be coming up within like the next few days, so I'm definitely excited.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Foley, that's basically the art of making sound effects for video and film. So that's exciting. So
I'm definitely looking forward to that. There's a few other projects that we have to do for electronic cinematography and for motion graphics, which I'm going to be tackling on those. Apart from the work and projects I have going on, everything else is pretty normal in my life.
Cool.
And I think that's all that's going on at the moment. If something more interesting does happen, I'll probably show up out of nowhere in another episode of Nick and be like, hello guys, you remember me? Well, this is what's going on.
Yep, we'll be the first to know. We'll get the inside scoop on Round of Applause.
You'll be the first to know. Whatever happens, you'll be the first to know. And I wanted to say one more thing. Nick, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for having me on your show, and thank you for everyone who is out there listening, whoever you are. I really appreciate you supporting Nick. He's a great man.
Thanks.
He's a really good guy. And please follow him on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Please follow him.
He's plugging.
I'm looking him up right now on Instagram.
Gotcha.
Because he deserves recognition for all the hard work that he does.
Truly. I did not tell him to do this. I don't have my guest go on.
It is Nicholas McKinley 1 on Instagram.
That is true.
It is Nicholas McKinley 1 once again on Instagram, and you'll know you found him because it's just him just posing and giving a big old smile.
Yeah.
And I wanted to also end this segment with some prayer. So, Lord, we thank you for this day and everything that you've given us. And I thank you, Lord, for being able to give him this opportunity to be able to be here on Nick's show. I ask you, Lord, to continue blessing him and his sister Savannah and his mom and dad and all of his family members. And continue guiding him in all the projects and all the extracurricular things he's doing in the internship he's going to be tackling this summer, as well as any future work projects he might have going on and any his career that he'll be starting pretty soon in the future. I ask you to continue guiding him and blessing him. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Obed. If you see Obed around, say hi. He's a friendly face, friendly guy, so don't be afraid to say hi. And before you go, we have to give you a round of applause. Thank you so much, Obed, for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, don't go anywhere. Sadly, Obed has to go, but we still got some great guests and some great music, great conversation. So we're going to listen to a little bit of Dive by Stephen Curtis Chapman, excuse me. So definitely a musical, Christian music classic, so you don't want to go anywhere. But got some great conversation coming your way, so stay tuned. Hello, everybody. You're listening to KECC The Vibe, Evangel's premier student-led radio station. This is Round of Applause with Nick McKinley. We got some great conversation up ahead, but first, before we do that, let's take a look at the news of the country and of the world. President Trump is threatening to cause widespread destruction of Iran's energy structures if Iran doesn't soon agree to a ceasefire. This comes as Iran has attacked key locations of its enemies, causing the U.S. and Iran to retaliate with a new wave of strikes against them. Trump says that great progress has been made with diplomacy between the two countries, but Iran leaders say that the two countries have not met in person and that the U.S. demands have been excessive and unrealistic. As for now, war continues to wage on as Trump is sending thousands of more U.S. troops to the area. And Russian state news says a tanker carrying nearly 730,000 barrels of oil from Russia arrived in Cuba on Monday, even though the U.S. has a supposed blockade on the country. A spokesperson for Russian President Vladimir Putin said U.S. officials knew about the shipment. President Trump confirmed Sunday a tanker was heading towards Cuba. He said, quote, "If a country wants to send more oil into Cuba right now, I have no problem." He cited the humanitarian crisis happening there as the reason why. That crisis began after a Venezuelan president or dictator, Nicolas Maduro, was arrested in January, and Venezuela stopped supplying Cuba with oil. It's not clear if Trump is completely ending that blockade or if he only plans to allow in small amounts of oil. Looking at the weather right now, it is 78 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 63. We're supposed to keep in these warmer temperatures tomorrow with a high of 83 and a low of 61, but also supposed to get a little bit of rain showers, a 50% chance of showers tomorrow evening, and then continue to a 70% chance all day Wednesday with a high of 81. So we got some rain forecasted for the next week, but we also still have warmer temperatures, so it won't be cold, it won't be miserable. Just bring your raincoat, bring your umbrella so you don't get drenched, and all will be well. Back here on Round of Applause with Nick McKinley, we got some new guests. I can't speak because they're just so handsome.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, blush over here, bro.
We got a second-time guest already. He was on here last week, and now he's here today. Isaiah Schott, retired second-string kicker for the Evangel Valor football team. But we also have Tyler Gardner, ministry legend and extraordinaire. And we also have Nathan Ireland coming to swing by soon. But before we get into that, Tyler, how the heck have you been?
Been good. Been busy. Ministry is not easy.
Yeah? So what are you up to now, Tyler? Was here on the last year, last spring, and here again. What's new? What's changed?
Oh, I was here last semester. Just didn't work out for this semester, but now I'm an intern at my church, Morrisville. Shout out. I'm interning with my youth pastor, so that's pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, it's good to see you. It's good to have you back in, Tyler. It's been a hot second.
I miss you, bro.
I miss you too, Tyler. I miss you, Tyler. He's my slate master, which we'll get into later. But Isaiah, how are you? That's not weird. It's a film term, guys. It's not weird. I don't know why everyone's reacting. But Isaiah, how have you been in the last week since we've seen you on the program?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Working on your trick shots. Is that right? How is your trick shot endeavor, your YouTube channel going?
I uploaded one of my videos over the weekend. So,
nice.
Yep.
And is that Trick Shot Sports?
Yep.
So
that's what it's called.
Search it up on YouTube. Trick Shot, shot spelled SCHOTT.
Yep.
Sports. You definitely don't want to go anywhere with that. But yeah, so we got Isaiah, we got Tyler, we got Nathan. It's gonna be a good next hour. So
it's gonna be great.
Don't go anywhere. We got to have a quick public service announcement, and then we'll be right back.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Well, I don't know what Isaiah just said to me, but welcome back to Round of Applause with Nick McKinley. Isaiah, you said that I saw only your mouth move. I heard no audio. Because these.
No, I just heard the public service announcement. I said I'm going to adopt a kid.
That is so brave of you, Isaiah.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
It's kind of crazy that you were laughing at that.
I didn't. I just didn't know what was happening.
It just caught him off guard.
Yeah, it just caught me off. Exactly. Thank you, Tyler. So Tyler, this has been an eventful week or eventful year, beginning of the year, because as a football fan, your team won. So what was your thoughts going through that game? Because as a Seahawks fan, they're the Super Bowl champs. They're now the defending champs. So what was first? Let's start off at the beginning of the season. Do you think they had a shot to win the Super Bowl, or what was your thoughts?
So this is Mike is the head coach of the Seahawks, and his first season last season was pretty good. We almost went to the playoffs, but we didn't have enough momentum to go over the hump. But this season, I was very happy with the draft picks and the players we picked up in free agency. Yeah, dude, I was so pumped. Like mid-season, I was like, yeah, we got what it takes. Just the way our defense plays, and it's unique, more unique than others. And so I think the different teams are still trying to figure out how to play against our defense. But coming to the Super Bowl, man, hey, I knew we got it in the bag.
Yeah,
for sure, and they did. They came up clutch with the defense. I think the defense did better than the offense, but that's just my opinion. But Sam Darnold, dude, just came out.
Yeah.
First season with the Seahawks, and I just love that guy so much. I'm proud of that guy. So
like a brother.
But
you're a pretty big football fan, because like I know when it comes time for fantasy football, you are researching. You are you're finding the stats. You're learning about the players. What makes you so interested in that? Why do you go so far in that fantasy football grind?
It's kind of just a hobby for me. So, like, I'm in the ministry right now. That's kind of my full-time job.
Yeah.
But when I'm not in that mindset in the ministry, I like to keep my mind going. And me loving football, I was just like, wow, fantasy football is so good if you just put your mind and effort into it. So I've been in this league for since 2019. Never went to the playoffs. This year, I had a chance, but I lost in the playoffs this year. It's okay, but we got better.
Yeah, you're getting better.
And so when the last game of the fantasy football ends, I'm doing my research. I'm looking at the draft picks. I'm looking to see what team might and should pick. And so let's hope that gets me over the hump this year and give me a championship. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. We got this.
Very cool. Yeah. Isaiah, have you ever? You're a big sports fan, but have you gotten much into fantasy sports ever, or are you just kind of just a game enjoyer?
Yeah, no, I play a lot of fantasy football. I usually finish pretty average, but I have won my leagues a few times. A couple of years ago, I won 2 leagues at the same time. So
Wow, and that's in football?
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't really gotten to anything else fantasy. Like, when it comes to, like, baseball, that's just way too much to keep up with.
Yeah.
Because games being played, like, every day.
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted to get into basketball. I just never have, because that one's a little bit easier to keep up with than baseball.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah. Fantasy football, the nice thing is it's just a couple days a week where all the stuff is happening. So
yeah,
that's super.
You can forget about it for about 5 days and then adjust it at the last second.
Yeah, baseball's kind of
baseball. You have to be on top of things.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Wait, Isaiah, who was your favorite player this season on your fantasy football team?
On my fantasy
this past
team?
season, yeah.
I mean, let's see here. Who did I have? Josh Allen. Josh Allen got me pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
And so did James Cook. James Cook was up there.
He's on my team too.
Yep.
Let's go.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess the Bills kind of carried me.
The Bills. Hey, we love the Bills. It's a stinker that the Bills can't cross the hump and get a Super Bowl. But
it was a coaching problem.
Yeah.
But we fixed it.
Their coach was a terrorist, so no kidding. But who did they replace as his head coach? I don't even know if I remember.
I think it was their offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
He's not a well-known guy.
Gotcha.
It was their OC though.
Gotcha. It could be good. It could be good. Very cool. All right, we'll be right back here on the program. We're going to take a quick musical break, but we got a lot of conversation. We're going to have a good time here in this hour, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right here, so you stay tuned. We ain't going anywhere. All right,
we'll be somewhere.
Yeah, see you soon. Welcome back, everybody, to a round of applause with Nick McKinley. I'm going to get you to the weather really quick because my computer booted me out of everything I had on it. So I'll have to boot that up in just a second. But yeah, we're having a good time here. We're going to take a look at the weather. How have you guys felt about the weather so far? Any opinions? Like, you enjoy it or...
Talking to us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he's talking to the other guys.
It's been pretty good. I got a sunburn on Monday, but that sucked.
What were you doing on Monday?
I was building a swing set for Easter. Ministry, bro. I don't know.
For the church?
For Easter.
It's for the photo booth. You know what I'm saying?
got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was building a swing set for Easter for the photo booth.
For photo booth.
Do you not realize I've had diarrhea since
Easter.
Very nice. Well, right now, it's 78 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 62. Tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 82 and a low of 61. Pretty warm. But Wednesday, we're supposed to start getting some rain, a high of 80, but a 30% chance of rain. And then supposed to get even higher, KY3 saying chance of 70% of rain on Thursday. So get your raincoats out, but it won't be cold and miserable. It's just gonna be a tad bit of rain. So get your raincoat. Get your umbrella.
Wait, are we allowed to say it's... No, I can't say that. I can't say that.
This is a family show, Tyler. I don't know what in the possible world you would say that related to the weather that's inappropriate.
I was going to say it would be a little wet, but, you know...
Yeah, that's
I didn't know that was
too much
appropriate.
rain.
I don't know that was appropriate.
Rain is wet, Tyler.
Water is not wet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's talk about that. Do you actually feel that way?
Yes.
How is water not wet?
Water makes things wet. Water is not wet.
How can you make things? Okay, this is a good question.
Would you say milk is wet?
Milk is wet. Yeah, because it's a liquid. It's wet. You touch the wet liquid and then you get wet because
no, you
it's
get wet. The milk is not
No,
wet.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Okay. I would agree with you if there was only one atom of water, but every other water has water on it. So if
Okay.
there's ever more than one atom of water, then it is wet. But if there's only one atom of water, it is not wet because there's no water on it.
What's an atom?
It's the guy who married Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he ate an apple he wasn't supposed to, but you know.
Oh.
Just like how he created, just like all humans come from that, all things come from atoms.
Thank you. That helped me a lot.
Sort of.
Yeah. So Isaiah's on the water's not wet train. Nathan's on the water's wet. Tyler, where do you stand? Because I'm a water's wet guy, but what are you thinking?
I think it's wet.
You think it's wet?
I think it's wet.
You think it's wet?
Yeah.
Okay. So, so what we've kind of come to is Nathan is it's wet because it's one water atom surrounded by a bunch of water atoms, and so that one. What is your response to that, Isaiah? Do you have an argument for that, or what are you thinking? How does that make you feel?
I mean, I guess that is pretty logical.
All right, that is it.
We got him, guys.
Yeah, we got him. The water is not wet.
I wasn't prepared for this, guys. You're catching me off guard.
This has been destroyed.
I wasn't ready for a debate. Give me some time, and
Oh gosh.
I'll prepare better.
That's funny. All right, here's another debate. We'll go back into the debating. This is an age-old question: is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Why is it a sandwich?
It's between two buns.
Okay.
That's what I said.
All right. So.
Taco.
I would say
A taco. Harrison says a
unless
ta-
it's ripped. If the
Okay.
hot dog rips into two pieces, then it becomes a sandwich.
What? I would say it's not a sandwich, or people would call it a sandwich.
That's fair.
Like-
But do you think it's a taco?
It's definitely not a taco.
It's
no.
not a taco.
Nobody uses
The
bread.
American taco.
Nobody uses bread for a taco. Bread is either tortilla or a corn shell.
So you're defining, because a lot of people they'll define a sandwich and a taco as just something surrounding another in the way it's surrounding it. Because like people will say sandwich is just two things on top of each other with something in the middle, or a taco is kind of this enveloping thing with something inside it. But you're saying that what is a sandwich and a taco depending on what the container is? Is that what you're kind of saying?
I'm just saying, like, if sandwich is defined as anything between two slices of bread, then you could call it that. But it's not a sandwich.
So
or
is it not defined as that?
What is the actual? Look up the actual definition of sandwich.
I think it's just anything between two other things.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, a hot dog is a sandwich.
Which I guess.
Sandwich.
I
is
guess
more
you
like a
could
term,
argue that, but if it was a
Like
sandwich,
something between.
if it
two
was
other
a
things,
sandwich,
you
we
know?
would commonly
So why don't
refer
you
to
think-
it as a hot dog sandwich.
Okay.
Hot dog is not a sandwich.
Okay, that's fair. All right,
it's only
so
got
here
one thing
is
on
we're going to Merriam-Webster.
Instead of two
A sandwich
separate things.
is defined. One of the definitions is a sandwich is something resembling a sandwich.
Oh wow.
That's one of the definition. But I think that's not relative.
That's Webster's dictionary for something that resembles a sandwich. That's helpful.
I think it's talking about just like if like two walls are on top of each other with like concrete in the middle, it looks like a sandwich. Yeah. But
Imagine trying to teach someone what a sandwich is. What is a sandwich?
So a
It's
sandwich
something resembles.
looks like a sandwich.
So I'm gonna stick with my answer is yes. A hot dog is. A
you didn't let me read the definition, Tyler.
Oh. The top does look
Okay.
like a sandwich.
The actual.
From the top.
Okay, the actual definition of a sandwich, according to Merriam-Webster, is two or more slices of bread. So it's specifying two or more.
That's what I said. If you cut it in half, then it becomes two pieces of bread.
And this is specifying bread or a split roll having a filling in between.
The devil
I
is a
would
liar.
say if you cut it in
For
half,
sure.
But
if you cut the bun or it rips as you're eating it,
Yeah.
it becomes a sandwich.
Yeah. So if it rips, if the bun is not fully ripped and it's just ripped on the one side, I don't think there's any way you could call it a sandwich.
I would agree. I would
Yeah.
agree. Taco. What's the definition of a taco?
Let's search up taco, Merriam-Webster. A taco. Okay, so a taco, according to Merriam-Webster, is a crispy or soft corn or wheat tortilla
I said that.
that is folded. So it doesn't even count as a taco because it's specifying that it has to be tortilla.
You think I don't know ball? I work at Taco Bell.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. We talked
Would
about
you
this.
have like thicker things? What do you call those ones that are like?
A chalupa?
Chalupa?
Maybe it's a gyro.
A euro?
Euro. A euro.
Gyro.
We don't have those.
Maybe. It's a gyro.
Let me see if
What's
I can
a gyro?
find. A euro is a sandwich especially of lamb and beef, tomato, onion, and yogurt sauce on pita bread. So a gyro is specific with pita bread.
Okay, I guess this raises the other question. If you eat a hot dog on pita bread, would it be a sandwich or a gyro?
No, that's true. But what specifies a hot dog? What
specifies a hot dog?
What is a hot dog? To perform in a conspicuous or often ostentatious manner. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so a hot dog defined as one that hot dogs. This is not helpful. So this is just talking about the dog itself as a frankfurter with a typically mild flavor that is heated and usually served in a long split roll.
Split roll. So a roll and a sandwich is just a split roll. Is that not what it said?
I guess it's a sandwich.
I don't know.
Is that not what it said?
I don't know. Let me see.
Go back to the sandwich because it said it's a split roll. So if it defines this,
let me go to sandwich. Add 2 more slices of bread or a split roll, having a fill-in in
So
between.
it's a sandwich.
So according to Merriam-Webster,
I just want to thank God for giving me all the knowledge in the world.
Yeah. According to Merriam-Webster, a hot dog is a sandwich. How do we all feel about that? Because you were kind of fighting for that, Nathan. Tyler was kind of fighting for that.
I was
Isaiah.
fighting against it, but also for I wanted it to be a taco. To be totally honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
So this is kind of
groundbreaking to me. When I started this out, I was just like, I know it's not a taco. Like,
Okay.
You can make the argument for sandwich, but if it were supposed to be called that, if God intended for it to be called a sandwich, we would call it a hot dog sandwich.
Okay. But is that a fair? Because like a tissue, we don't always call it tissues. We call it a Kleenex, but it is a tissue.
Oh, he got us on that one.
That's branding.
That is branding.
So you want me to start calling it a Nathan?
Maybe hot dog is the virtue brand.
Wait, are you a hot dog?
I'm just saying. I feel like we can't rule out it being called a sandwich just because like a gyro is a sandwich, but we're not calling it a gyro sandwich. Does that make sense?
What's a euro?
A gyro is like it's a
fancy taco.
It's
It's a Mediterranean taco.
or a Mediterranean sandwich, depending on who you ask.
And he has left the building.
Gosh. Okay. Well, we'll be right back here. We're having some great, really stimulating conversation. We're going to have a quick public service announcement and then a song by Petra called Praise Ye the Lord. It's like an 80s rock band. So we'll be right back. We still got a lot of fun things in store, so don't go anywhere.
At highway speeds, the average text takes...
Christian music variety, KECC Radio.
Welcome back to KECC The Vibe, Evangel's premier student-led radio station. We are here having some great conversation with some great guests. But before we get into that, let's look at the news. The Final Four in the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Tournament has been set. UConn, Michigan, Illinois, and Arizona will battle it out this upcoming weekend to earn the title as the champion men's basketball college team. This comes after a series of exciting games last weekend, including UConn upsetting Blue Blood Duke on Sunday in a close 73-72 win. However, other teams like Arizona and Michigan absolutely dominated their opponents. The final championship game will take place on Monday in Indianapolis. The MLB season also started last week in sports news. The opening weekend featured exciting happenings like the St. Louis Cardinals firing off offensively and the Miami Marlins earning a surprising sweep against the Colorado Rockies. After the weekend, 5 teams came out undefeated, including the Marlins, but also the Dodgers, the Yankees, Toronto Blue Jays, and the Milwaukee Brewers. Players and umpires alike have also been dealing with new rules this season, as the ABS Challenge system has made its regular season debut. The system allows hitters to hit the top of their helmet to indicate that they want to challenge a pitch call that an umpire made. Throughout it all, the 30 MLB teams are trying to start off strong to make it in the end to the World Series, starting in late October. And someone in Italy stole a truck containing more than 400,000 Kit Kat bars. The thousands of bars, which weighed more than 12 tons, were shaped like Formula One cars as part of a special promotion. Nestle, the maker of Kit Kat bars, says the truck left a production site in central Italy, and was headed to distribution centers in Europe and eventually Poland. Nestle says that this was a lot of chocolate taken. However, the theft will not impact Kit Kat bars' availability in stores. Police are still looking for the truck and the person responsible for the theft. In weather right now, it is about 78 degrees Fahrenheit with a low in the 60s. Looking forward to the rest of the week. Tomorrow's supposed to be a high of around 80, 82, 83, so it's going to stick in the warmer weathers, and again, high of 60, but we're going to have some rain coming on later in the week. According to KY3, we've got a 30% chance on Wednesday and a 70% chance on Thursday, so definitely going to need your raincoat or your umbrella or your puffer jacket or whatever you use to keep dry, but it won't be cold or miserable, so just get whatever you need to stay dry, and it's going to be a good week. Now, let's go back, gentlemen, to that Kit Kat story, because somebody...
I think it was Tyler.
You think it was Tyler? Can you confirm or deny that you stole a Kit Kat truck in Italy?
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. That doesn't look good for you, Tyler.
Although, like, I think it was worth stealing. Like a Kit Kat. Did you say it was shaped like a Formula car?
Formula One cars.
That's actually pretty cool.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah. I can see the logic.
Yeah. What would you do with all that Kit Kat? Because it was said weighed more than 12 tons.
I would eat it.
My question is, how do you steal 12 tons of Kit Kats?
They just stole the truck.
Like, how?
I don't know.
Highway robbery.
I don't know how. They didn't give the details, but...
They scared the truck driver.
Just like that movie song.
No,
Yeah.
no, not like the movie.
We'll not talk about the movies that Tyler recommends.
We recommended it.
That movie?
Yeah, from Amazon Prime?
No.
that was your idea.
That was my idea?
Your idea.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Speaking of movies recently, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Project Hail Mary just released. Tyler, did you go see that yet? Or?
I did not, but I heard it was a really good movie, though.
It was really good.
It was really good. Well, what was your thoughts on it, Nathan? Because you were part of our group that went over there. What was your thoughts?
I would say it is a must-watch that you must watch.
Yes.
Yes, it was a great movie. I don't know. It was really good. If you've ever wanted to fall in love with a rock before, this is your time. You will fall in love with the rock.
It's my dream.
And not the rock, for the record.
Yeah.
Not to confuse. No. Yeah, it was visually, stunning, emotionally gripping.
Hilarious, yeah.
Hilarious at the same time.
Are you sure this isn't The Rock?
Actually, are you sure it's not The Rock?
If I had to guess, I have a feeling that Ryan Gosling is going to win some sort of Oscar after this movie. He did a great job, or if not that, then the filmmaking, because it was phenomenal.
Excellent.
So, easily the best movie I've seen in a long time. So I highly recommend going to see it.
Now, speaking of The Rock, there's been a lot of talk about The Rock, because they released a new trailer for the live-action Moana. Have you seen the image of what The Rock looks like in this new live-action Moana? What's your thoughts?
It scares me.
Yeah.
He's a little
Not
old.
gonna lie.
Yeah, he's a little old, and it's just The Rock, but just with stupid hair. I mean,
It's like The Rock with a wig that's half on his head.
Yeah, it really is. It's not, and he doesn't have the body shape because Maui in the movie is like way bigger, and I mean, not like Rock's not a big strong.
So are you
dude.
saying he's small?
Compared to the cartoon?
Is there somebody bigger that you would recommend take the job?
I think, remember CJ when you were
the only other Samoan.
Yeah.
Shout out CJ and Wahi.
Yeah, they are not watching and they probably don't know who I am.
You know who they are.
Yeah, I know who they are.
Evangel football legend.
Yes, exactly. But it just kind of looks silly. Yeah, is there any other movies that you guys are excited to see come out?
I'm ready to see Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay, very cool. Are you a big fan of the TV show, or?
Yeah, I don't watch very many series, like TV series, but I very much enjoyed watching that one. So.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy the latest season? Because I know for me, it was little bit
It
of
was-
a letdown compared to the others.
It was
but-
definitely not as good as the others, but it wasn't bad.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Very cool. Tyler, you got any movies that you're anticipating? Oh, he's looking.
Yeah, I'm looking.
He's looking. Nathan, what is your thoughts?
The biggest one I'm looking forward to is The Odyssey.
Yeah.
By Christopher Nolan. I love Nolan and I love the story, and so I'm pretty stoked about that one. Plus, it's got a pretty stacked cast.
Yeah, it does. Have you read the story much, like as growing up, or what?
I have not read the book, but I am very familiar with the story.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do intend to read the book at some point.
Yeah. And you've seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou, which is also inspired by the Odyssey.
I have seen a brother where I It's true. That is true. That is true.
Yeah. Tyler, what's your thoughts? Anything looking good to you?
There's one movie I like, and it's a good franchise in my opinion. But Scream 7.
Okay.
I
Are you all right? That's not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But are you a big horror movie guy, or?
I like thriller mainly, but I do watch horror here and there. Yeah.
Gotcha. And do you like the Scream?
I love Scream. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there? I don't know.
Let's scream right now.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
For him.
Okay, Nathan has a question for Tyler.
Oh no, I think.
What would you clarify as horror versus thriller? I need to know. What defines a horror movie to you? Does Scream count as a horror movie?
I feel like horror is like it's people are gonna hate me for this, but like horror to me is like demons and spiritual evil stuff. Thriller is more like a slasher, like the movies, horror movies, serious, just funny stuff. I like that.
You mean the scary movie?
Oh, the scary movie. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The scary movies, serious. Those are more like a thriller, kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's how I picture
so
it.
what does Scream qualify as?
Thriller to me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I want to clarify.
Should we go to Merriam-Webster?
So what about Monsters Inc?
I love that movie too, bro.
What about The Star?
What is that?
It's an animated movie about the nativity.
What is a nativity?
Okay, wait.
What is that?
He's talking
it is
about
spiritual.
He's talking about the animated
spiritual.
movie about the animals that were there in Jesus' birth, and he's asking if that's a horror movie because it's spiritual.
No, I mean like evil, like
Okay.
darkness, evil,
Darkness.
witchcraft stuff.
Witchcraft stuff.
Yeah,
So
like,
Wizard of Oz.
that's a good movie.
Were you allowed to?
What about Harry Potter?
Yeah,
Does
were
that
you
count?
allowed to watch Harry Potter growing up?
I was not allowed to watch that when I was
Does it
little.
count as a horror movie to you?
I think some of them can be.
Some of them can be, but Scream is not.
Nah. Anybody watching? Do you guys agree with me or no? Am I just by myself?
Put a thumbs down in the comments.
Yeah, put a thumbs down in the
Gosh.
comments. Hey, Chad, what do you think?
Okay, I can't find
There's no definition of horror.
well, it's not giving me a horror movie.
What about horror
It's
theme?
giving me a horror story, which is an account of an unsettling or unfortunate occurrence.
Unfortunate, yeah.
But often something unsettling. Let's see what it says for thriller.
A song by Michael
Gives
Jackson.
goosebumps.
A thriller, it says a work of fiction or drama designed to hold the interest by use of a high degree of intrigue, adventure, or suspense.
Yeah, Scream.
But it doesn't give me for horror, so I guess we'll never know because Merriam-Webster.
So when Nick is saying that I'm right.
Hold on.
That's what he's saying.
I don't think he's.
Just don't listen to these guys. I am right.
I'm pretty confident Scream is a horror movie, but
You should look up. You should look up what film genre it qualifies. as.
Okay, I just want to say this is my opinion. This is how I view the horror movies.
I have a lot of opinions.
Anybody else has their own opinions. That's why God gave us free will. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if
I
that's
don't
why,
know if
but
that-
I mean,
Our own opinions. What are you talking about?
I think it was more so that you could choose to.
AI over.
I feel like that's not what that was about.
AI overview says Scream is a quintessential horror film, but it is specifically classified as a slasher. But I think slasher would generally be in the horror Because
why? It's because it's just blood or just killing. Like what makes it horror?
That's horrible. That's blood and guts is horrible.
From a fear factor.
Yeah,
I think thriller is more.
but thriller is like. Have you seen the movie Gravity?
Yeah.
That'd be called a thriller. That's not a horror, but it's thriller because it's really intense. So thriller has an intense thing, but horror is kind of like, oh my goodness, like this is.
But I didn't get that from that movie though.
Which movie?
Gravity.
You didn't get the suspense?
No.
That's because your definition of thriller is actually horror.
Yeah. See? That's what I view of it.
That's crazy that you didn't get. That's crazy. Anyways, we'll be right back after a quick public service announcement. After this microphone or this mouse turns back on, so I can do my thing. But afterwards, we're gonna play a little "Would You Rather." So hopefully that'll spur some interesting conversation. But we'll be right back.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Okay, so Harrison, you bring Ryan Gosling's opinion. What is this opinion about?
The best sandwich is an ice cream sandwich.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that, Harrison. Why is the ice cream sandwich the best sandwich?
It's the ultimate dessert. It's simple, sweet. I really just adopt Ryan Gosling's opinion because he's Ryan Gosling.
Fair enough. How do you feel, you guys? Do you think an ice cream is a sandwich is the best sandwich?
Yes.
I have a fun fact, possibly thrilling, according to not really, but fact about ice cream sandwiches. In case you didn't know, they don't melt. You can leave them out on the counter and they will not melt. You should try it someday. If you doubt me, you should try it.
I don't know about that.
You should try it. I'm serious.
I think he's playing a joke. He wants us to make a mess.
Test it out yourselves. Look it up.
I've done it before and made a mess.
It won't melt.
How come? Okay, so supposedly, if it doesn't melt, why? How come it doesn't melt? Why is that? Do you know?
I can't remember the exact reason. There's some sort of like chemicals that like hold it together, and so it doesn't like.
Wait, are you talking about the chocolate like sandwich part or the ice cream?
The ice cream itself part. It like turns mushy, but it doesn't melt unless like you break the whatever this.
Oh.
But
if you just leave it in the wrapper.
No, if you leave it, unwrap it, leave it on your counter, it will not
There's
like.
no way. Let's try right now.
I don't think that's gonna fly. But all right. So
how would it fly? It's ice cream.
Oh, you're so right. You're so right,
bro.
You're so right. We're about to play Would You Rather, but first, let's take a quick look at the weather. Right now, it is about 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, it's a scheduled time. Speaking of ice cream sandwiches melting in the heat, it's about 78 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 62. Tomorrow's supposed to get a high of 82. With a low of 61. I have not been talking in the microphone this entire time. I've been talking to the side. And then Wednesday, it's supposed to be a high of 80, but starting to get a chance of thunderstorms with a 30% chance. And then Thursday, it's supposed to be a high of 70, or a high of 75, but a 70% chance of rain. So definitely get your weather coats out, your umbrellas, because you're going to want to stay dry, and the splash guard is not working, so we're just going to go for it. All right, so let's go. Let's play some Would You Rather, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. Let's think here. Okay, what is this website doing? Give me just a second. I don't know what it's doing, but all right. Let's find a good Would You Rather. So first question. Would you rather be a high school teacher or a clown?
High school teacher or a clown?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be a high school teacher. I just feel like that would be a more fun of a job, to be honest, because nobody likes clowns. They're not even funny.
Oh, wow. That's kind of brutal to the clown industry.
I'm sorry, clowns. You need to change your profession.
You're like Timothy Chalamet with like ballet. Did you see that?
No.
He went on an interview and was like, no one's interested in ballet and opera. Like it's dying. Like I don't have to save it. But you're the Timothy Chalamet of clowns.
Yeah, nobody likes clowns.
What do you guys
Unless
think?
they're in a thriller.
What do you guys
like the movie It? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro.
What do you,
kind of
that's a horror movie to me.
That is.
That's
why is
does
it?
that have-
it's demons and possessed stuff, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay.
That's horror to me, bro. What do you mean?
No,
Yeah. Okay, Tyler, would you rather be a high school teacher or a clown?
Oh, a high school teacher for sure.
Why is that?
Because I can do. I don't know. I have the power to shut them up. I don't know.
that's what you think.
Yeah.
You should ask teachers how well that
And I could be
goes.
cool if they're cool with me. I could be cool with them. And it's a chill day.
Gotcha.
You know?
Okay. All right. Here's the next question. Would you rather have to use chopsticks every day for the rest of your life, or use a fork?
What?
Chopsticks.
A
spoon. I don't know.
No, that's not an option.
I feel like that's literally not even a question.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
You didn't have to ask me that.
Who are these questions intended for?
That's I don't know. All right, here's another one. Would you rather take care of the Beast from Beauty and the Beast for the rest of your life, or have Gaston as your boyfriend?
Wait, guess on what?
As your boyfriend.
So either way, you have a boyfriend. It's whether or not it's a Beast or Gaston.
Well, guys, what do you think?
I feel like this is a trick question.
Okay, I have a question. Is it Gaston from the animated movies or Gaston from the?
We're gonna go animated. We're gonna stick to animated.
The Beast.
The
Why does that change the answer?
If I can take care of the Beast, I can still have a girl, so it's not gay.
Okay, fair enough.
So
we don't do that here at KECC. None of that. None of that will be had.
Thanks to Sam.
Yeah, thanks to Sam.
Because the
last time he's on here. Anyways. He's dying. Tyler's dying. We just mentioned this. All right.
I choose the Beast.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. Man, would you guys rather have a pet tiger or a pet lion?
I have never heard of somebody with a pet lion, but I have sort of heard of somebody with a pet tiger.
Mike Tyson.
Does he have a pet lion?
Tiger.
Oh, tiger. Yeah.
I say tiger.
You say tiger?
Yeah, I say tiger.
What are you thinking, Isaiah?
I know there's a lot.
I do. Yeah, I have definitely heard more stories of people with tigers than lions. I don't think I've ever heard of a lion being a pet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like neither should be, but
yeah, that's fair.
Tigers are more in the circus, right? Or lions, both of them.
Well, they have the lion.
I think tigers is more well known in the circus. Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lion's more.
I feel like the
In the
lion.
circus?
The lion is
Yeah.
stereotypical.
But
in
that
this-
is
Yeah.
that because of like the third Madagascar movie, or is that because of like actual circuses you've
well, in
seen?
the third Madagascar movie, they had both.
Do they?
Yeah, I think you
Alex
start off
joined
with
the circus.
Oh,
But there was another lion too, the one that was goes through the ring of fire.
Oh yeah, she was in there. No, that was the tiger.
Was that a
The
tiger?
guy was like-
oh, it was a tiger. Oh,
Yeah, that
you're
guy.
right. Gotcha.
Okay, here's one that's relevant. Would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies, or trapped in a horror movie with your friends?
so mine will be a horror movie with my friends.
So you want to fight demons with your friends, according to? Because you said.
Because we have the Holy Spirit, so
'Cause-
we can fight those demons off. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
I have a clarification question. So, are we assuming that in the horror movie, are the people on your side, or are they like the horror? And same thing with the romance. Are they the romance, or are they just like
there?
in it? Yeah. Is it there, or are they the cause of?
Okay.
There's a lot of interpretation.
Yeah.
It's like
okay.
if it's the if you're saying you're assuming they're the cause, and you're like, okay, my enemy is the romance, and then my friend is the horror, like that's a completely different thing than I'm getting through it with them.
I think the horror movie, the friends are your people along the way. They're not the monster. And I would say the same thing for the romantic comedy. Is the people around you that you hang out day to day is your enemy, but the person you probably fall in love with would not be your
I
enemy?
find the other one a more interesting question.
Aren't we told to love our enemies?
Yeah, like what if
That's good.
What if I'm
That's good.
running away from Tyler with
Oh yeah. Then in that case, I'm not threatened. It's just a thriller at that point.
Yeah, it's a thriller for sure.
but also, if it's a romance with your enemies, then they're no longer your enemy. Like at that point,
That's true.
Maybe you're bonding. Like if you decide, hey, maybe or it could be that could be a horror movie in the end. If you're if you're like arranged marriage with your enemy.
I mean, yeah, that
is a horror movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
That could be more of a horror movie than Tyler chasing me with a knife.
Yeah, for about
That'd be a thriller.
50%. For about 50% of marriages, they are horror movies.
That's terrible.
That is awful. I'm so sorry. Let's listen to a quick public service announcement.
Lighthouse Child and Family Development Center is a faith-based child care center that offers family support alongside quality child care. They are more than a daycare. They believe in empowering families and thriving for a Christian character education with teachers and staff that care for your child and their families. Lighthouse strives to strengthen children, families, and communities by providing quality care and education for children 0 to 6 years old in a Christian environment with a focus on strengthening families through community collaboration.
All right, back with some some would you rather questions here on Round of Applause. Here's a good one. Would you rather be smacked in the face with a fish or farted on?
It's not even a question.
Yeah, what kind of question is that? Obviously the fish.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did you think I was gonna say the other thing?
Bro, you should have said obviously the fart.
I think. Well, I was thinking of like Jonah and like those are terrible people. The VeggieTales movie.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, sorry, my bad.
I got the reference, but
Yeah. Gosh. Here's a related to farts and butts. Would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party, knowing that you'll clog it, or have to poop in the bushes in your backyard?
Oh. Yo, poop in the bushes, bro.
Okay, so Tyler's bushes. Harrison says party because then you can leave.
What if
Oh no.
you pooped in the toilet and then you walk down? You're like, man, who clogged this?
yeah.
And you just
Do they know that you did it?
There's more of this.
I don't know. They might. I
What if
think it
you
would be
get
pretty
caught?
hard
If
to.
you get caught in the bushes, then what are you gonna say?
In your own backyard.
Well, the party's at your house.
Oh, it is?
It could be.
Well, then if it's at your house, you know where the plunger is.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You lost it.
It's a plunger.
Oh,
Larry boy.
Do you have a plunger in your
Or
room?
do you have one?
Do you guys have a plunger in your room?
Not in my
Yes.
room.
At your dorm?
Oh, actually, I don't think I do. Not because the cross toilets are really good.
They really are.
Ours explode.
All right. Last question.
Yeah, no, I would never go in your bathroom. I would definitely need a plunger in your toilet.
Yeah, I don't have a plunger.
Okay. Last
should
question.
though. I really should.
Oh my god.
But the amount of times it has overflown. Not
Gosh.
because of me, it just like live on the basement floor, it just overflows.
Yeah.
It just goes up.
It just happens.
It just rises like a geyser, like
Honestly, the cross
Yellowstone.
toilets are peak. Like,
Yeah.
They're very good.
All right.
They're not
Yeah.
stable.
Last question. Would you rather have to make a 1-minute speech in front of 10,000 people or have to kiss a frog?
Can I kiss a frog as an illustration for the speech?
Yeah, that's a question.
That's a good. I think that's the answer we were all
Princess and the
looking
Frog,
for.
right?
Both.
Is that right?
What'd you say?
What about both?
Okay, so yeah, kiss a frog in front of
Yeah,
10,000 people.
What if I kiss a speech in front of 10,000 frogs?
That's a good question. One last question. Would you rather have to eat only broccoli for the rest of your life or be forced to watch an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Broccoli.
Broccoli's
I would
not.
say broccoli.
Broccoli's pretty good, actually.
And then here's a question, not a would you rather. Is it a bigger travesty that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays or that Hardee's is open 7 days a week?
Oh, definitely Hardee's.
Like, definitely Hardee's. That's the biggest tragedy. Okay.
Yeah, Hardee's.
I don't know. I think
sure.
it's a pretty big tragedy that Chick-fil-A's.
Nathan likes his
In the
Chick-fil-A.
spiritual mode
And the
is the one time where I can't have the spiritual food.
Oh, that is true.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
but the spiritual food is having a God day on Sundays.
The chicken is worshiping the Lord.
When but what if my spirit is getting filled with the Spirit, and then I want my body to be filled?
Go to
with the Spirit?
Zaxby's.
Go to Zaxby's. It's the closest.
Or Cane's.
I would say
Raising
Cane's.
You know what is not Christian?
What's
the
not-
Glenstone Whataburger.
It's not Christian.
No.
Why is it not Christian?
I've never had a good experience there.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's good to know.
Whataburgers.
I'm sorry for the bad publicity, guys, but you did it to yourself.
Yeah. I've heard Whataburgers are better in Texas than
No,
around
they
here.
are. I've been to ones
bigger
in
in
Texas.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, this has been a crazy half hour. A lot of delinquency has been had. Before we go, do you guys have any comments? Anything you want to leave off with the people? Tyler, what do you got going on? Because we brought you on and then we barely talked to you about your life.
Well, it's going good. God is good. How you doing over there? Hello.
Hey guys, I don't know who they are.
You're doing great. Oh yeah.
Come back. Come back now, please.
No, life is good, bro. Working at the church 24/7. Going
Gotcha.
to church on Sundays, Wednesdays. I don't have any friends anymore. So, I'm joking.
Oh my gosh.
No, but it does feel like I haven't seen them in a while because ministry, bro, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going great. How about you, Nathan? What do you got, bub?
Friends.
No ministry, just friends.
No ministry, just friends.
And a wife. Future
I don't have
wife.
one of those.
Fiance.
Yes, I do have one of those.
Yeah.
He has a fiance, not a wife yet.
Yeah.
He's
Or as-
so close, though.
Or as some call,
He's so close.
Some call it finance if they don't know how to spell fiance. Isaiah, what do you got coming up in the future?
I don't know. I just have a very corrupted playoff bracket for NCAA. But
Gotcha.
it's okay.
Who do you have winning?
I had Arkansas over Duke. I did pick Illinois to be in the Final Four, though.
Okay. There you go.
That's all I got, though.
But you had Arkansas winning it all?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, I can never root for the Razorbacks. I can never in good conscience put that, but.
Yeah. It's okay.
All right.
Also, my boy's playing volleyball tonight, so come
Oh,
out.
yeah,
and-
I am. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
actually?
Yeah, in an hour.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Okay.
Come out and support my guy.
Yep. Come out to Maybe Center.
Yep.
Very cool. All right. Well, this has been a crazy hour. Thank you so much for coming on. It was super eventful. Maybe a tad bit unorganized because we're just hanging out. But we appreciate you all being here. And as always, we have to end it off with our theme song. It's the only way. Only way. It's only proper. So, thank you guys for coming on. Round of applause. We'll be here next week with some great guests and even greater time. So, don't go anywhere. Thanks for tuning in.
We ain't supposed to be here, never thought we'd see it. Now we living proof, tell the world to believe it. Yeah. Congratulations, thank God we made it. They told us we was nothing, now I know they hate it. Round up applause, round up applause. Congratulations, we beat the odds. Round up applause, round up applause. Congratulations, we beat the odds. I ain't supposed to be nothing but a dope dealer, but I hope killer. Supposed to brag on the guns and the coke kilos, dropping mollies in a coke zero. Ashamed of my education, that I'm finally off probation, that I quit smoking, got a wife and kids, and I'm a real father, no faking. See, I'm a black man who beat them odds. Supposed to be locked up with no job. Never should've went to college or learned who God is. You added up, it's all odds. See, I never knew my pops. I've been abused, ran from the cops. I went to school, I on them crops. Wasn't a thug, never been shot. Running from God, man, turning my back. Never would've made it, Marvin Sapp, but he opened up my eyes and I can't look back. Why they look surprised, I just took my cap. Yeah, he did it, he did it. He changed me and I wear that. He made me what I'm supposed to be. You get close to me, you might get it. We ain't supposed to be here, never thought we'd see it. Now we living proof, tell the world. I'm supposed to be dead or in jail right now. Congratulations, but instead I'm sharing my gift with the world. They told us we was nothing, now I know they hate it. Round up applause, round up applause. Congratulations, we beat the odds. Round up applause, round up applause.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't even supposed to be here. I ain't even supposed to be living. Yeah. The world is set up for me to be dead broke or somewhere locked up in prison. Yeah, I know they be watching. And yeah, I know they be listening. And yeah, I know the hip-hop police is probably plotting for me to be missing and cover it up with the cliche okie doke. And blame it on the pain pill overdose. From the city where they love to hate, but I still got love for my homies though. Cause they don't wanna see us ball out, but we do it anyway. Got a meal in the bank, another two up in the safe. Cause I do it every day. No, me, ain't no rumors in the A. All they say is that I could have fooled in the A. Don't assume anything, I'm a fool with the pay. I be doomed to your day.
We ain't supposed to be here. Never thought we'd see it. Now we live in proof. Tell the world I'm supposed to be dead in jail right now. Congratulations. I'm sharing my gift with the world. They told us we was nothing, now I know they What's up? Hey. Round up applause. Round up applause. Congratulations. We beat them odds. Round up applause. Round up applause. Congratulations. We beat them odds. Now she used to strip at Onyx, working her way through college, trying to put food in her son's mouth, on the pole for them dollars. She was looking for some solace. Told the Lord, I promise, I'm headed to the hills with my heels on, where the fields ain't attached to the billfolds. No cotton fields from no Uncle Fields, just Phil Jackson, coach her, and get her out that game where they losing their dignity for a coach first. No skirts, just skirt. Found another way around the road work, and left that fine establishment. It's like her whole life is having a growth spurt. She out the game and they hate it. Mad at her, she made it. Haters, ain't nothing but some shellfish in a bucket. Probably get crabs if you touch it. Now she graduated from college, scratch that, graduated with honors. Little man got a little cap and gown, look at him matching his mama. Yeah. We ain't supposed to be. Round of applause to all the ladies out there who didn't let anybody tell them what they could or couldn't be, and they kept their dignity while doing it. Congratulations. Proud of you, mama.